All right, John, here's the start of the show, baby. Here's our awning. And we are walking into our store. There's our front door. And there's our store hours. And then there's our other signage. And I'm walking in. Welcome to tcby, Lawrence, Kansas, Mrs. Fields. Here is our transition from our tile to the hardwood. Let me show you again. There is our reach-in ugly freezer. I want to pan to the left. As I pan to the left, you can see there's our yogurt wall. We'll continue to pan. There's Mrs. Fields. Still waiting for our espresso machine. There's our display cabinet condiment. Here's our railing. I'm still at the front door, John. There's our chevron railing. Front seating area. There's our tcby wall. Alright, now we will pan back to the right. And I'm going to walk in. And I'll show you the transition to from the hardwood floor. This is the transition to the tile again. Nice and even, very, very nice. And this is our front seating area from the middle. Panning back again, our pass-through window. There's our back sink with our coffee makers. I did get the right one in now. Sink, sanitizer, that's where I put my phone and data cable. And then up above here is where the monitors will go with the menu boards. As you can see, our lights are all in place. Go back. This is our first POS station where we'll do coffee, and then this flow from extra yogurt sales, and that's our display for the coffee sales. Our cookie display case, and we go back, and now we have our first scale for the yogurt, our toppings bar, and now here's our glass wall. As you can see, two panels are still missing. That is our cup dispenser. And I will step backwards and give you a view of the chevron. And here's our chevron. And there's our view. Okay, I'll continue to walk to the back of the house. And you can see better the stainless steel. What I had them do versus your drawings, if you can see, I did not screw the Z panel to it. I placed it under the wrap. That way if I had any spillage, it will never get in that joint. We will caulk this joint tomorrow. I extended it underneath this cabinet. And there is my stainless steel wall and my glass. Here is the view from the yogurt machines. That's where I located my cooling rack. And there is my oven. And then my reach-in cooler provided by Coca-Cola. Looks like it was made to build there. And cooling rack. And then as you can see, my under-counter freezer refrigerator. This was the transition from the mistake on that tile. So what we did is we took a quarter, an angle, and built it down. So it actually made it look like a very good transition. And how we finished this side, John, is we placed it along that edge there, and it just blended perfectly. No! This is our transition because the floor was so uneven. We did a transition here. This was from the tile and the hardwood, so that was our result of that. You can see the back tile and my under counter. Alright, now I'm panning out. This is from behind the POS, looking out at our store to the front, panning to the back, our chevron, and our wall. As an employee would walk back to the back room. The only thing I don't like, John, is the way the chevron breaks there, but our paint call out never breaks here. I think we need to do some artistry there. You can see, again, I'm going to pan back. We have a nice wall for some type of graphics there. We don't want to get too busy. As you can see, I've got a huge wall that is blank and another huge wall that is blank. Now there will be a TV up there, but we have both of those blank walls. As I go to the back of the house, I'm walking now back, and we have blank walls here. You can see how the wall transitions. We have a blank wall here, and now I've got my door to the kitchen. I'm continuing walking to the back. As you can see the transition, we have our first bathroom, which is the women's. We have our second bathroom, which is the men's. In the women's, we have the pink ceilings. We have our wall, our Panda Bear, Koala Bear, and we have our grab bars, FRP, toilets. I've put all new toilets and fixtures in. So this bathroom is all brand new. We'll walk down the hallway. This is to the back now. Again, all this wall space. All this wall space. I'm walking now, and this is that brick wall, and then that takes me to the 2-hour parking in the back. Again, all this wall space, all this blank wall, all this wall space. So again, that's what we need to look at. This is our door. Again, this door should have been secured. This comes from the back of the house, and it should have been secured. This should have not been a swing door. To the kitchen, we will have manager's desk in that area, control panels, storage and shelving. I think I've showed you before, but I'll show you again. This is where we placed that air handler that was in the middle of the room. It turned out really nice. Even though it's a short door, we looked like we knew what we were doing. Our cooler, walking forward to the front of the kitchen, we have our prep sink, our prep table, we have all of our shelving in place, $7,000 worth of stuff. We're continuing forward. We have our 3-compartment sink, and we have our stuff, our hand sink there, another prep table, more stuff, and we got our machines running. And look at the colors. That means there's yogurt in there, John. There's yogurt in them there machines. That sounds like money to me, except I'm not open. So anyway, that's the process as of today, November 14th.